It may not seem this way because of all the videos I have on my channel, but every time I want to talk about something, it always feels like there's a heavy presence keeping my voice away from expressing itself and saying what I actually want to say, because the words are hard to come by, and there's this physical, spiritual, emotional, and mental blockage that always seems to come up right when I want to express something true and something real, and this entity or energy, whatever it is not right. It's not how things should be. It should be you can freely express exactly how you want to express it with no limitations whatsoever. So in order to push through this, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that right now so that I can dig deep and get out what needs to get out. What do you need to get out? Think about this. We are constantly seeking for something. And if you're like me, this searching is restless. It never stops. It's like you've lost something very, very dear. You don't know what it is. You're numb to what it is. You have no sensation for what it is, but you know you've lost it. You don't know whether it's been stolen or you misplaced it or whatever. There's a train. How's that for some gang stalking? Trying to disrupt me. Okay, so now I'm totally off. Something's missing, okay? Something is missing, and you know it as much as I know it. And people want to throw religion at you and say that you were made with a God-sized hole so that God could fill it. He purposely designed you to have this hole that you can never fill until you fill it with Him. We all know that's a lie. And you can look at it also, we are searching for some kind of partner as well, of the opposite sex or the same sex, whatever floats your boat. But we're searching for someone to complete us, to fulfill us, our other half. And also, we have all of these unmet and unfulfilled desires that we are constantly seeking to fulfill. We have a constant need of something. The thing I'm trying to say is we lack something so critical that we are uncomfortable with ourselves, that we are uneasy. And people can say, I feel fine when I'm alone. Yeah, that's true. But deep down, you still know that there is something missing from you. And this world has been crafted in order to entangle what they've stolen from you, what they've cut off from you, and to make one think something's wrong with them and they need to go out and seek the ailment, the healing from a God, a person, a thing, whatever it is. They put a constant state of lack, need, and desire into us. We weren't originally like this. You see, what they stole from us is our true essence, our wholeness, our completeness. we're down here stumbling around in ignorance and non-consciousness, basically. We are not in a conscious state. This is such a degraded state that I refuse to even call it consciousness. This is a trance hypnotic walking of the dead. And how convenient that we are searching for something to fulfill us, to complete us, to make us whole, when we were already that way from the beginning. You're never gonna find that completeness, that wholeness in this world. Not gonna find it in a person, in a God, in a religion, because it is who you naturally are. When you're reunited with yourself, think of it like the true male and true female. It's just imagery for you to think about. The spiritual male and spiritual female, when they're united, not physically, but spiritually, the seeking is over. The search stops. The truth that's been scattered throughout this realm, refracted like light into all the different corners and crevices and books and crannies, and you're fumbling around trying to piece it all together. You don't need that anymore. Once you have what they have taken from you, once you have what they have cut off from you, once you have the fullness and the wholeness of you. And it's not possible to have this while you're in this fallen state, in this dead corpse walking zombie that you call your body. And no dead corpse walking zombie is going to be able to give it to you, even though you've been sold a lie this whole time that you need to go out and search for your other half, whether it be romanticism, religion, hobbies, interests, careers, family, kids. It's all bullshit. It's all carefully crafted to keep your eyes on the mundane, illusory realm of sorrow and misery, where cheap smiles are all you hope to attain, and acting your way through life. Why do you think you don't like being around people? Why is it so draining? Why is it so it doesn't feel right? Because we aren't allowed to be true to ourselves around these people who are fakes and fictions and live in blindness and ignorance, and any sort of talk of true wisdom and true beauty, which involves nothing of this world. They can't see it, they can't hear it, and their internal programming starts going off. And then you get shamed, and you feel guilty, and you get gaslighted. I was out earlier, gonna go do a walk. Wanted to talk with myself and do a video and see what I had to say. And just the anxiety just welled up in me from out of nowhere. Everyone came to my exact spot. The noise campaigns and the people, and some guy was even climbing the rock cliffs, knocking rocks down, making these loud noises. I'm not even joking. There's nowhere to go, and there's nowhere to be other than out of here. during our stay here. I had to stop there for a minute because that presence came back and I could feel it so heavily. And it starts to bully you around and tell you how stupid you are and how dumb you sound and how everything you're saying, it's just a huge mockery. It's mocking you as you're talking. And then it sucks more energy out of you until you have nothing left to say. And then you give up in defeat and say, I guess you won. I guess that's it. I guess that's all I have to say, because the breath has left me. The words escape me. My mind is no longer working for me. It's working against me. And you see, that is the enemy at work. That is the enemy at play. Playing with you, messing with you, while making you believe it's you. And I know this has gone on to a different subject, but that's the way things are sometimes. You gotta be adaptable. You gotta be able to pick up and move and go with what's in front of you and what's happening. Don't be stagnant. Stagnation is of this realm. So it just always, every time I make a video, this thing comes up and tries to force its views and its ways onto me and tells me how I should do things and I should stop and bully me into submission. And then you just turn it off, or you stop talking, or whatever it is. I'm sure many of you have experienced this. You don't even have to be filming something, just in your own head, in your own thoughts, when you're talking to someone or you're talking to yourself. This thing is always there. It's the invisible clone of you, which basically means it's something that's not you, that's mimicking you and slowly diverting you away from what you actually are trying to achieve, what you're actually trying to convey, what you're actually trying to do, especially in regards to truth. And I'm using you as a little example right now to everyone listening, and I'm exposing you for myself and also exposing you in hopes that other people can expose this imposter that pretends to be you as well. This thing is an imposter. This thing is a parasite. This thing has no life of its own. That's why it has to attach onto us and feed off of our emotional states of highs and lows, positives and negatives, all these things. And it wants you to believe that it's you. It's just you, silly. It has nothing to do with anything but your own imagination, your own fantasy lands that you're telling yourself. But the more that you sit with yourself and observe the fluctuations of thoughts and emotions and feelings, desires, all of these things, and you detach yourself from thinking that, oh, this is actually me. No, you're just observing. You start to see the little parasite's tail wiggling around. And you can shine a light on it and say, I got you. I see you, motherfucker. I see you. I see that little tail wiggling. You thought you could pass yourself off as me. No, it's not me. And that anxiety in your chest that you feel, well, I feel what I was feeling earlier today, and I feel it still. It is a vibration. If you focus on it, it is a vibration that is like a swarm of parasites swarming around those centers of your energy body, feeding you can feel it feeding on it, like worms crawling around and feeding. But as soon as you say, that is not me, that may be a feeling that I'm experiencing, but the anxiety is a program. And what I'm feeling is energy harvesting. And it's uncomfortable. But I'm detaching from any semblance that it's me. And it could be because of things in your mind that are unprocessed or unresolved things. Sure, I'm not saying that you can't do anything about it, but the trigger is there to set off the feeding frenzy. And when you can get in there and see what the feeding frenzy is attached to, and put a light on it and say no more. And you do this a lot. Every time it comes up, you fight. You fight and say, I'm not feeding you anymore. No matter how uncomfortable this may be in this moment, I see your game and I'm not cowering down to you anymore. You got to stand up to these fucking parasites, man. You got to stand up to these energy suckers, these leeches that want nothing other than you to be in misery and to feel helpless and powerless. We can't see these things. These things are the fucking cowards. These things are the things that hide themselves away and mimic us so that we don't catch on to it. So think about how pathetic and weak and miserable these things actually are. They can't even show themselves. They refuse to meet you face to face, eye to eye, man to man, because they're nothing. They are nothing. They're weak. They're cowards. It's like a sucker punch from behind. You're gonna stuff me in this meat suit while hiding from me. You know how fucking weak I am in this body, in this world? And you still have to hide from me? You still have to sucker punch me from behind? What kind of pathetic little worm are you? This is the weakest form in all of existence for us real entities. This is the weakest we have ever been. And you still have to hide from us. You still have to play these little games. That just reveals how weak and powerless you actually are. And you cutting me away from my true nature. I don't know the words for this. I'm just going to say my true essence. You cut me off, you blinded me, and you've separated us. You put one in the non-physical, and you put one in the physical. I don't know exactly where it is in the astral or beyond. Who knows? All I know is not here. And all I know is I'm searching and I'm seeking my whole freaking life for this thing. And you've given me little appeasements. Oh, you're searching for God. Here's a religion. Oh, you're searching for a human to complete you. Here's someone right here. Oh, you're searching for just a good job or money or whatever the fuck it is. And all along, you've been hiding there, feeding me these suggestions, hoping that I bite, and I do, and most people do. But now that I'm on to you, and I'm seeing with my true eyes what's being done to me and to everyone, I see the game that you're playing. And I see how pathetic and weak you actually must be. You actually must be this pathetic and weak. I mean, think about it. With our dumb little brains, we can even think about this. Who bounds and gags and degrades and perverts and hypnotizes and poisons and breaks everything true and real and corners us off from it. We're in these pathetic, weak, corpse, clown suits of hell. And you still have to hide? You still have to pretend to be me in my own mind to get me to do things? You give me life scripts that I have to follow. And I can divert from these life scripts, sure, but they're all set out before me. And you still refuse to show yourself? Oh, this is not looking good for you, my friend. Don't get that wrong. That's sarcasm. You have a sick, perverted sense of humor. I could tell that by giving me an ass and making me shit and making life come out of the genitalia of all creatures. It's sick and twisted. It's not funny. What is funny is how you like to hide behind this big, all-powerful, almighty thing that nothing can touch, no one can come close. I am the Almighty. And you're just like the little man behind the curtain in The Wizard of Oz. That's all you are. And that's what you don't want people to find out. You want people to keep giving energy and to making these thought forms that you're this big almighty thing and all your minions are so big and mighty and there's nothing you can do, so here's your fate is sealed. You wouldn't do the things that you do if you actually believed you were that. Only a weak coward would do what you did. And you know, it was only a matter of time until we figured it out. And that's why you work tirelessly, day after day, unrelenting, nonstop, to keep the deception swirling and swirling. Because if you even gave it for a moment, it would all fall down like a house of cards. Because there's nothing true or real. There's no foundation. There's no support to your falsities. We will and we are connecting back to what is real and true. We're reconnecting to what you severed from us. The truth, our essence, our natural state. And you put these dumb words into our heads so that we couldn't communicate. You give us babble. So we just babble and we can't really we can't say what we really mean, and people can take your words to mean different things. But you know what I'm talking about. When I'm back fully into myself and there's no oblivion covering my eyes and there's no rotting flesh covering my spirit. Let's see how tough you are then. And guess what? It's not just me. There's many, many of us. And we're all coming to the same conclusions. That you're a farce. You're a piece of shit. And you will pay for what you've done. And there's no one gonna stop us. And there's no one gonna protect you. We're going to reverse what you've done. And we're going to bring back truth and true beauty and true love and all of these things that you know nothing about and that has no existence here. But we know. So there you go. I don't know how that came about, but I guess I just had to get that out. Hopefully that was a little pep talk for all of you. I guess my spirit there needed to get that out.